Hello friends, let me introduce myself before I talk about any subject. My name is VENKATARAMANA. I am practicing as a lawyer at CHITTOOR for the last 60 years as a member of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh. I have rich experience 60 years both on civil side as well as criminal side. I was appointed official reviewer in the year 1984. I was there for 8 years, completing full term of 8 years. Immediately thereafter, the government chose me as the government leader of Chittoor district. In that capacity, I worked for about 5 years. Thereafter, I started writing books. Somehow, my experience prompted me to do some service to our profession. I did my best in writing a book on law of wills, which I think is a subject which is necessary for everyone to know. Will is nothing but a kind of declaration of by any person of intention to dispose of the property in the manner he likes. After all, a man struggles for existence, for acquisition of properties during his lifetime, and after acquiring at the ripe old age, the problem starts as how he is disposed of his acquired properties. There the will plays a role of importance. Now at that stage, a person who acquires properties, whatever be the natural properties, whatever be the properties, that is immediately for us. Whoever wants to write a will, it's a very simple thing. He can just take a pen and a paper, write on the paper whatever he wants with regard to disposal of properties. Supposing he wants to dispose of a flat or a house or land or some monetary deposits, then he can say, he can give all those things in the form of schedules at the end of the will. The will can be written on plain white paper. One need not go to the registrar's office, one need not purchase stamps, one need not go to the scribe. Wills there are different types of wills. There are 15 types of wills which I do not want to mention now because of the amount of time. I want to explain something more which is more important for people. Now what I say is, the will is a declaration of one's intention to dispose of property as he likes at the time before death. Now my request to the listeners is one thing which is important. My experience, what I would like to say to them is that better the testator, that is the person who executes the will, does not disclose what he writes in the will because it is complications. The will is a document which can be changed at any time by the testator, by the executor, whoever by the person concerned. Therefore, supposing you express your intentions of putting the will to the members of your family at a particular time, and they come to know how you are going to deal with your properties, they may have some hopes about that. Thereafter, you may change your mind because of circumstances which may change, which is unpredictable. Therefore, my advice to all listeners is, please don't disclose what you write in the will to the members of or anybody else except a person who is in your confidence. It is only in your interest, and this is the family members also. Supposing I say that I give this flat to some X or my son or my grandson, then I tell him I tell him that I have written like this in the will. Then he will think, oh, the flat is mine, the house is mine, the property is mine, the money is mine. Then suddenly I change my mind for some reasons which I did not disclose. Then I write another will. The will can be written any number of times. Any number of wills can be written. Wills can be cancelled. Therefore, the last will alone will prevail. Suppose I write a will today, and tomorrow I write another will. The last will prevail. So that is why when circumstances change, I feel like changing my intentions also, and then I say I dispose of property in a different manner, which will disappoint the person who has been promised to give some property. So that is why, in the interest of the family peace, what I advise to every one of you is, please don't disclose what you want to do about your property till your death. At the time of bedtime, death time, you want to disclose, it's left to you. But till then, please don't disclose that. That's one reason. Then, so considering all these things, I thought it will be important for anyone to know about the will. Therefore, I thought of writing a book on the law of wills. And I think I succeeded in doing so because the book consists of 2 volumes of nearly 2,000 pages. That book was completed, it now circulates throughout India. The foreword to my book was given by no less a person than the retired Chief Justice of India, Justice T.S. Thakur and Supreme Court. Now, it will be interesting for you to know if I say that when I met Justice Thakur with the book for the foreword, he put a very interesting question, a mischievous question also. He told me, what Mr. Venkataraman, how were you able to write such a book? Is it not a waste of time to write a book on wheels when there is already a book by Mantha Ramamurthy? He said, no doubt. I said, Mantha Ramamurthy, very good author, eminent author, I got great respect for him. I do agree, sir. But my reply was, please watch, please listen what I have said. I simply said that, no doubt, Mr. Mantha Ramamurthy is an eminent author. I have got great regard for him. But I wanted to make my book more useful to readers. I have made a different approach. He laughed at me, he smiled at me, he patted at me my back, and then said, please leave the book with me. I will give forward in the course of time. After a month, I got a forward from him. I was surprised to see that after all, I am a advocate practicing at Chittoor, the local mobster place. I am not a lawyer, I go to the Supreme Court. So in the forward, so when I met Justice Thakur, I was thrilled by the benevolence shown to me. He was so kind to receive me and encouraged me and patted me on my back for having done such big work. Then afterwards, then I am giving this answer, he said, leave the book with me, I just go through it and give the forward later on. Then when I received the forward, I was surprised to see, and you will be, I think, I feel that I am proud of my own eminence because I cannot praise myself. It is for somebody else to say how good I am. So no less a person than Chief Justice Thakur, he praised me to the sky by saying, I am surprised that a lawyer at Chittoor is able to undertake such a venture, a big venture, and successfully without any repetition, without verbosity, without any other unnecessary details. So that is the praise, that is the encomium paid to me by Justice Thakur, and I was very much thrilled by that. So thereupon, I thought, I think I am a person who can be capable of writing some books which is useful to every one of the advocates. Then I thought of writing another book, that is Compendium on Law of Presumptions, both under civil and criminal law. That is now under print. It talks about 1,350 pages. It will come under circulation. It will be a handbook for every advocate because whether a civil law or a criminal lawyer, it will be useful to him every day in every day's life for every case. That is so useful. In fact, when I met with this draft of this book with the retired Supreme Court Chief Justice Jagannath Rao, he said that the book is will be sold like hotcakes because never before such a book was written by anybody else. I wish you all the best. That is what he said. Then I showed the same book to some other retired High Court judge. He also said nobody written such a book. It will be very useful to the advocate because it is ready reckoner to know where the presumption is, what section and what all that is ready-made food for every advocate. So it is time saving and also readily useful for the advocates. So that is the second book which I have written, which is under print, which I think will come to circulation throughout India in course of time, which I expect will be in a course of 6 months. Then the third book which I have written is Specific Relief Act. That is one thing which is also under print. Now please, my dear friends, I am now aged 87 years. I want you to emulate me. Don't think age is a bar for anything. In fact, I am asked to write another book on the title, the subject of title, all those things. No doubt, age is against me, no doubt. But still, that is fourth which I may attempt, I may not attempt because it depends upon the health conditions in course of time. That is one thing which I would like to say. Therefore, the law of wills will be useful to every one of you. The book is, of course, no doubt a bit costly. It comes to ranges about 3,000 rupees, 2 volumes, 3,350 pages. If you are interested, if you want any consultation on subject, I will be open for you. My cell number is there. But kindly excuse me if I am not able to give a phone call because of shortness of hearing due to my age. I have to repeat the phone calls until you are able to get a response from me. That is only which I would make a special request to my friends. Then, on my career as an advocate, I should tell you, in fact, some of the juniors asked me, sir, what is the secret of your success in the profession? How you are able to make a mark? Please, my dear listeners, don't think I am boasting myself about my own eminence or capacity, whatever it is. With a bona fide intention of conveying what I feel like to telling others, I am just revealing all these things to you. So, some lady advocate surrounded me on one occasion and asked for advice. See, what is the secret behind your success? All that I said was, see, one thing, advice giving is one thing, is foolish thing, because the person who takes advice will never follow it. That's what I said. Then they said, no, I will definitely take your advice seriously. Then I told them, I'll tell you only one advice. If you are interested, you can follow it. That's what I did, I am telling you. So what I put into practice, I am telling you, and not your theory. Then I told them that whenever even the junior advocate appears against me, suppose I have got standing of 40 or 50 years, and the advocate appears against me in a particular case of only about 2 years standing or 3 years standing, I prepare the case as though the advocate on opposite, the very senior advocate, the very eminent advocate, he knows much more than me. That is the feeling which I have in my mind, always haunting me. I never think, after the he knows nothing. After all, what is that I can face, very easy. I never, that's never my attitude. That you do, see, the importance of the suggestion is this. See, once you entertain that kind of idea in your mind, what happens is, you start developing. Your knowledge will develop. Once you think, I know everything, there is a full stop. So, listeners, what appeal to you is, in any field, don't think you know everything. You always think you have to know something more like that. That is the reason for anybody succeed in any field. And second is, I believe in do the best and be the best. That is my advice to every one of you. You will do the best and be the best. That's your attempt. That should be your aim. Then only successful and useful to society also. Not only your success, you are useful to society also. It's not your experience, your profession, your earning, that is not very much important. You will be useful. You must be useful to society in a way which you feel like, not necessarily in a particular way. You must have always in your mind that I must do something to society. You are capable of doing it. Whatever is possible, do it. Don't go back. Don't be satisfied with your routine life. That's all. That's one kind of suggestion, if not advice, I would like to give to every one of you who are listening to my speech. Then, my dear friends, with regard to my career as an advocate, how far successful is a matter which I have to express myself in a way which you should not think it's a kind of flattery or boasting or whatever it is. At very young, in the beginning of my career, when I was practicing in Chittoor, the senior advocates in Chittoor, the late senior advocates, late P.S. Ramachandran and C.V.K. Vardachari, both senior advocates appearing on both sides, almost all cases. It is, and by then I was only 6 or 7 years of standing. I don't know what made them to say. They told me, Mr. VENKATARAMANA, you better go to High Court. You will shine well. Then I said, financially I am bad, sir. I can't sustain myself. I am married. I have got a wife. I can't sustain myself. I can't make both ends meet. So that's why I expressed my difficulty in shifting to Hyderabad. So they advised me in a very friendly manner and with a promising attitude. Then I thought, so all right, I decided, all right, let me try. They told me, see, the financial, don't worry, because they are the only two reasons of both sides, both either side. When they made a promise voluntarily, then I thought I deserve something more. And that you will shine better in Hyderabad, in High Court. Then I decided to go to High Court. At that time, what happened was, it's all these listeners, just see how the life takes a turn. A turning point in everybody's life. At what time you get turning point, nobody can see. See, in my case, turning point was a bad turning point for me because so in my career as an advocate, in the very beginning of it will be surprising if I tell you that I was appointed APP2 in the beginning, even to completion just about 2 years and 10 months after my enrollment, I called for the interview for the post of APP2. In fact, eligibility criteria is the advocate who appears for an interview should have completed 3 years of standing. But I was short by two months. But I was somehow, I don't know, God's will. I was called for the interview. Along with others who had more experience, I attended the interview before the collector of Chittoor. And in the interview, of course, I thought there was a better person with better experience, more eligible. And it will be surprised to know, I was by the way surprised, that when I came back to my house, in 2 or 3 days, the assistant came with a cover and said, sir, good news, sir. Then I said, what can be the good news for me in 3 years of standing? What is just wondering. Then he said, please open. He did not tell me what the news was. He handed out the cover to me and said, please open the cover. Please tell me what it is. Open the cover, sir. You will see. That's what he said. Then I opened the cover. I saw that I was appointed APP of Chittoor in the year 1961 or 62. I'm not able to remember correctly the year which I was appointed. And I was surprised. Then I said, how I was selected when there was a person who had better experience with the more on these things. Then whatever it is, so that is how I started my career. So now I'll come back to what I lost break. There's a break. So when the senior advocate, Mr. P.S. Ramaswamy, advised me to go to Hyderabad for practice, with a promise to assist me financially, see God's will, I decided when there is support from the senior advocate, I will be able to go there. Then by the time made all preparation to go to the Hyderabad, then fortunately or unfortunately, I was called by the district judge and said, I am about to send your name as number 1 for the official resource post. What do you say? I was surprised. I know this because at that time, in the age of 5 or 6 years, then by then standing on maybe about 8 or 9 years, maybe at that time. Then I thought, see, when something has come, a bird in the hand is what's two in the bush. That's what I thought. So when there is an offer by the district judge for a post, about which I did not do very much. Anyway, I thought it's a kind of good beginning for me. I said, okay, sir. Then numbers 2 and 3 were some other persons who were more experienced, but luckily, fortunately, the government appointed me as official reserve Chittoor district, and I served as official for about 8 years continuously. I completed term of official reserve post. Then again, I revived my thought. Why not we go now to Hyderabad for practice? Again, I decided to go with my family to Hyderabad. See the fun of it, the life, how it turns without that's why they say, ఏ నిమిషానికి ఏమి జరుగునో ఎవరు హించెదరు, full of meaning, pregnant with meaning. So that's what happened to us. It's unfortunate for me because these offers put a break to my bright future. Because the second time when I decided to go to Hyderabad for practice, unfortunately, the district judge again called me, another district judge. See, I am recommending your name as government number 1 in the government. I want your consent. I was damn surprised. See, I would like to say one thing at this particular place because see, the district judge was a Reddy by caste. I am a Brahmin by caste. They were Reddys who had also equal standing, who had also fairly good in practice, but have good practice. In spite of it, he never mixed up the caste feelings. In doing this, he simply said, I am putting you as number 1. Number 2 at somebody else. So ultimately, what happened was, I was appointed government leader. Therefore, I lost the opportunity and lost the idea of going to Hyderabad for practice High Court. That's why I lost the second opportunity also. Then by the time third opportunity came, I thought I was overaged. That's how I lost the opportunities. Even now, you may surprise if I say that many advocates of Hyderabad and some other places who have heard my arguments in High Court and Appeal Court used to tell me, you are at the wrong place, sir. You must have gone to Supreme Court. You would have been very brave. So sometimes I used to regret, sometimes I reconcile to my fate because we do not know what God has given to us. We have to reconcile or to accept it as a gift of God. That's how I took it. Then even today, sometimes I do repent. I lost a very good opportunity because you see what happens was some people start praising me. Maybe not a flattery because I understand they are real praise. But gone there, this and that. Then I said, please don't talk about my future because all that's over, past. So now I get 8 years. I consider myself to be great. And what I am now today, I am God's gift. My health is so good. I am grateful to God. You will be surprised. At the age of 87, I sit on the floor. I sleep on the floor. I don't like sitting on a chair or a bench or relax. And you don't believe it, rest is rest. I hate rest. Of course, rest is necessary. But some people think, the guys of rest, they always sleep. These are things which I cannot tolerate. The present generation is totally different from the generation of our time. So, of course, we cannot expect any same type of behavior, same type of health, same type of success. Therefore, I reconcile to what I am having, and that is so far as my life career is concerned. Something more to say about about in what way I was able to make a mark in the profession. Sometimes one more advice I would like to tell the viewers is, if you are an advocate, perhaps it applies only to the advocates, but it's only my experience. It's not the question of giving a theory. What I experience, I'm telling you very frankly. Not the question of saying something and doing something else. See, I used to get some cases, fairly land reform cases, very big case where rich land are involved and lot of property is involved. So somehow they want to succeed. Some cases are very bad. So when I saw the papers first, so this case is a bad case, what is it that you can do? Then they used to say that so you can please do something. Then I read and reread and try to understand and find a way out. Then I did get a way out. So don't lose your heart, don't think it's a bad case at the very beginning itself. Do it, read with a hope that you will be able to succeed. It is possible that you will be able to get some good points. And it will enlighten, it will also improve your knowledge also. That's important. It is just practical experience I'm telling you. In fact, there's a bad case. A theatre advocate handed over to me to argue that case in a district court, saying, Mr. VENKATARAMANA, this is a bad case, I cannot argue, there is no point, you please try. Then do you know what I did? When the case was filed, just stood up, I told the judge, Your Honor, I don't have a good case. But however, I rely only on one point, which I think I must be able to play before this honorable court. Then I don't know, the appeal is allowed, I succeed in the matter. Why I am telling you is not because of my capacity and efficiency, the willpower, that zeal to learn, to go to depth, that's important. You do it, you improve knowledge. So that is how, in some of the unexpected case, I have succeeded. In another case, some senior advocate, he was arguing a case in the subcourt, some appeal, that is tenancy appeal. And when they started arguing the appeal, the judge remarked, say, Mr. So-and-so, you have no case, why do you waste your time? I am going to dismiss the appeal. There is no point at all. I have got all the papers. Please don't waste your time. Please take your seat. Then that man said, please give me one more opportunity. I'll tell the part. I'll ask you to engage somebody else. Give me the opportunity, sir. Then the judge said, saying already gave up an adjournment. That senior advocate, equally experienced advocate, he just met me casually and said, there's a case which I am referring by appellant, that is concerns the temple priests, their houses are the southern part of the case and are very much great. When I started arguing, the judge said, there is no case for you, therefore there is nothing that I can do. If we do something, then I said, what is it, Mr. Lampu, what is it I can do when you say, judge said there is no case? See, please, listen, why I am telling you all these things is this. See, when the judge said you have no case, and the advocate also said that he cannot succeed, that part is interested to me, then what should I do? I just said, I don't want this case. All right, I'll do the best. I took it. Then what it was, then I studied the case. I took it as a challenge, to succeed the case. It also, I thought it must work it out. It also depends upon luck, your study, your determination. Then I took the file, I studied the case. I found no point for me to argue before the court. But I thought there is only one point by which I can make the judge lean in my favor. When the matter was called, I simply told the judge, this is the hard path by the High Court in this matter. I don't want to argue the case on merits. If Your Honor does not allow the appeal, in view of the hard path by the High Court, Your Honor kindly, I read the order. I am not able to recall what happened. When I read the order, I said, unless Your Honor allows the appeal, if the appeal is not allowed, the amount of contempt, I leave it to Your Honor. It found fair with the judge. He said, no, why should I take the case? I say, the order of the High Court, all allow the appeal. The appellants were surprised. They met me with laurels, all these things. And that advocate was surprised. He said, how did you say? I simply said to Mr. Lampu, I said, I have no case on merits. All that I can say is there is an order of the High Court in this way. I will read the order. If the appeal is not allowed, it will amount to contempt of court. That's all that I can say, Your Honor. That's what I said. Then Judge thought twice and thrice, and then he thought, he pointed out the matter. What is he saying? Why should I take it in this? there is an order of the High Court. So it may be right, it may be right or wrong. So you did not even go deep into it. You simply allowed the appeal. I was surprised. So this is my experience. There are many instances which I can quote with accurate facts and figures. I don't believe in exaggeration. I don't say anything which I do not experience. I do not like theory. I do not want verbosity. I want simplicity, honesty, truth, hard work. That's all I believe in my life. Now, friends, in my next episode, I would like to choose a topic, democracy in jeopardy. While dealing with that topic, mainly I will speak about the present judicial system, the disappointments, the grievances on public, the delay in justice, the cost of justice, the cost of litigation, the advocate's responsibility, client's inability to meet the expenses. There are so many factors which contribute delay in the dispensation of justice. So these are all things. There must be a time when judicial system is sinking like a Titanic ship. Gradually the glory of the judiciary is losing its importance. So it's high time that I, with experience 6 years as an advocate, feel like telling something, my views as how best we can improve the judiciary so that it will benefit everyone. That will be subject for next time.